Hey guys, just thought I would pick up a camera again and actually catch up on what's been going on. So unfortunately, the weekend after Carl's birthday, we lost my granddad. So it hasn't obviously felt right vlogging, and also we've been spending a lot of time with family and things like that. So there hasn't been too much to film, unfortunately. But I wanted to try and start vlogging again this weekend, see how we get on. I apologise for the very red face. I've just got in from work, ran around and done the housework and sorted the dogs and stuff, and then jumped in the shower and decided to have a really hot shower even though it's 27 degrees and it's just insanity. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. There isn't a great deal to catch up on the time that we haven't been vlogging because, again, obviously I've just been with family, and yeah, mostly just that and like reading and things like that, so there hasn't been a great deal to sort of vlog anyway. We did go and watch In the Heights. Me, Carl and Becca went. It was a little bit disappointing to me, to be honest. I loved Hamilton so much, so I had really high expectations, and In the Heights didn't do it for me. I'm very sorry if you loved it. I'm sure it could be a really great film. It wasn't for me. It didn't blow me away. Pun very much intended for those of us that are Hamilton fans. Yeah, that's about it really. Obviously we watched the World Cup, but that was, it was fun to watch along. Obviously it's a shame we didn't get through, but I feel like we had a really good team this year, and I think they represented England very well. Just a shame that some of the fans did not, and ruined it for others, which is a real shame. And then today, obviously I've been to work, just got home, as I said, sorted the housework and stuff, and had a shower, which is why I'm now sat here with wet hair and my towel, because procrastination. I'm really sorry if it's really noisy. I've had to try and I've opened the windows to try and cool it down in here because it's so warm. But yeah, anyway. And tonight Carl is working late, so I don't know what time he's going to be home. But Steffi and I have been doing a buddy read, which is sort of like a two-person book club in a way. So yeah, the idea is like you set how much you want to read and by what time frame, and then you can have like catch-ups and discuss the book and things like that as you read through. So we thought it'd be fun to give that a go. We both have pretty long want to read lists, so we came up with 3 each, and sent them over for the other person to have a look at. And from my list there was one that Steffi wanted to read, one she'd give a go but wasn't sure, and one she didn't want to read. And mine, when I looked at her list, it actually worked out exactly the same. There was one that I'd definitely read, one that I wasn't sure of but I'd give a go, and one that I didn't want to read. The one that I suggested is like one of a 2-part series, and the one she suggested we think is one of a 6-part series. So we've started with the one that I suggested, which is Daughter of the Pirate King. Yeah, I'm just going to see how we go with that. Mine arrived yesterday, and Steffi's arrived on Wednesday, and we said we'd read 2 chapters by tonight and then catch up. I did read mine last night, but I didn't make any notes, so I'm going to reread them in a minute and try and make some notes before we catch up. We're not doing that till like 8 o'clock, it's only 5:30. And at some point I need to make myself some dinner. I was debating getting the Waggers collection from Morrison, or whether to go McDonald's and get chicken nuggets, and honestly it was so hot and whatever when I left work that I didn't do either. I just went in the shop, I bought some bread rolls, so now I have to find something to make with bread rolls. I don't know, I don't function very well when it's this hot, so yeah, I'm gonna make myself semi-human anyway. I'm gonna dry and brush this, put some PJs on, and then we'll go from there. This is how you know I'm super tired. Apparently what I went for was super noodles and a bread roll, because sometimes you just want to eat nothingness. Okay, so here is the book that Steffi and I are currently buddy reading. As I said, it's called Daughter of the Pirate King. And give you a quick look at the blurb there. This bit made me chuckle. And we had agreed to read the first 2 chapters, which takes us to here. But so I'm just going to reread them and see if I want to make any notes, because as you probably saw I did not. But I really like the little ship inside here. I like the styling of this book. And because I only have one bookmark, because normally I do only have one book on the go, I used a sheet of this notepad that Becca got me, which A, makes me laugh, but B, I thought would be useful as a bookmark, because then I can write notes as I go, and then I'll transfer them over to my reading journal, ready to discuss with Steffi. So yeah, I'll do that again now. Okay, now I have some notes ready for that. I have about 100 pages left. I'm rereading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, so I've got about an hour left, so I'm going to get this finished and then set up the computer. Words are escaping me. I'm getting really tired. Happens on Fridays, but hey, it's all good. Yeah, so I'm going to finish this and then set up the computer ready for my catch up with Steffi. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm very tired and grumpy today. But Carly bribed me to go to the car boot with breakfast, so I'm up and dressed and ready to go. Also, you may have just glimpsed, there has been one other change. We actually have a dining room back. Carl's back in the office full time now, so no more home offices, but we do have a dining room back, which is quite nice. I think you'd still rather have your home office, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But at least we can sit and eat and stuff, which is nice. Yeah, anyway, we're off to car boot. Good evening. So I completely forgot to vlog anything else today at all, other than to say we were going to the car boot. As you can probably see, yeah, I got the sun just a little bit today. Obviously not very happy about that, very ashamed of myself. It's not funny, but there we go. I can get some after sun on that in a minute. You have to excuse the dogs, we've just got in, so running around like chaos. So we went to car boot. There wasn't really a lot in there. There wasn't a lot there. Went to car boot, wasn't a lot there. So we nipped into town. I had a library book to take back, so I took that back, and buddy, nipped in a few shops. Okay, get down, go get yourself a drink. And yeah, not much, just had a little wander, and then we came home for a bit, and then I took my mum for a cream tea because it is her birthday on Thursday coming, but I'm working, she has plans at the weekend, so I took her for a cream tea today. And then Beck came with us as well. She went to go and look at some second-hand cars, so we did that, and then just nipped to Lidl and Aldi to get some dinner and some bits in. But I thought I'd show you some of the little bits that I did get today. So Beck ordered a little mystery bag for me from Triton's Treasures. Love these guys. They do the really, like, just the cutest Disney jewelry and accessories. So I'm gonna tip it out. So I have this really cool key ring with the Disney castle, and then has the destinations of all the parks on, and sticker which is going to go on my reading journal. And then I got another bracelet which says Foolish Mortal, and then we have the little Hollywood Tower Hotel symbol there. So that one came in my bag, which was the Disney mystery bag, which I think was £10, and then she got a Star Wars mystery bag which was £15, and in there she got this little "This is the Way" charm with the Mandalorian and Grogu, and I love it so much. And I have a little Grogu bracelet from there, so Beck gave me this one to put on my bracelet, which I'm going to do in a little while. And then just a really random purchase, but I've been wanting a car boot organizer, and these are currently £3.99 in Aldi. So obviously it folds completely flat, and this bit is like on Velcro as well, so you can put it wherever you want it. So yeah, happy with that. So I'm going to start putting some little bits in there for things that I want to keep in my car boot. It's kind of like just a just in case organizer type thing. Good morning and happy Sunday. We have a pink Carl, pink me, but we're off to the car boot sale with plenty of sun cream on this time because, oops. You done?
Oh, thank you.
What's he like? So yeah, going to go see if we can find anything fun at the car boot sale again. You'll have to ignore the aircon. I'm not turning it off to record, it's too hot. But I just want to show you that I picked up at the car boot that I really like. So I got this collection of Narnia stories from C.S. Lewis. This is like beautifully illustrated, and we're not 100% sure, but it may be a first edition of the collection. That's probably really difficult to read because I was driving, but yeah, so very happy with that. And it was £2, and even if it's not first edition, I don't care because it's awesome and it's kind of huge, so it'll be a really nice one to add to my collection. So we've just got back, we've been in town as well, and picked up a few more books. So I picked this one up, you can probably see, £2.50 from the British Heart Foundation. It's kind of liked this one, not gonna lie. Doesn't say a great deal about it, but I was really intrigued by that. So I'm gonna put that on the crime and mystery shelf because I feel like that's where that one goes. This one was also from the car boot. This one was 20p. Just a bit of something a bit light, because sometimes I do like to mix it up and have something a bit lighter to read. Doesn't really fit on any of my shelves, but I'm just gonna pop it on this one anyway because there's a nice big gap there. And then we picked these two up. These were £1 each, but they're also on buy one get one free at the YMCA. So picked those up for Carl because he loves these. There's actually 4 in the series. This is book 2 and 3, but these are the only ones they had there. But we'll make sure we find him the matching covers for the 1st and 4th book at some point, and they should just about go on his shelf here. So we have been back quite a while actually. It's now 8 o'clock. It's still very hot. I've just been sat doodling in my reading journal. I thought I'd give you a quick flick through because I'm actually really pleased with how it came out. But yeah, it's still really hot, so Carl and I are just gonna sit in the garden and read for a bit and try and cool down because it's insanely warm. But here's what I came up with so far. I put my sticker from Triton's Treasures on there, which I really like. I have my reading journal and then a quote that I printed out. My little reference of how I'm going to do it, and my goal I set was to read 20 books this year. I've actually already done that. But then as I've read them, I've just put a little star in matching up to what I rated them out of 5. And then we have additional reads, and as you can see I've already put one more on there. And then a little buddy reads log for the books that I buddy read. I don't know how many I will do, but I had enough space so I did 4. And this obviously is the one that I'm doing right now. Made myself a little bookshelf. And again, these colours all correspond with the rating that I gave the book from here. So this is kind of the first place that I rate it. Genres, so I will mark, like a lot of books fall into multiple different things, so yeah, obviously there are more lines than books, if that makes sense, but again the colours coordinate with the rating that I gave it. Have a little book of the year page, so I write down my favourite from each month, and then each quarter, and then eventually obviously I will have a book for the year. Reading format, I only just started this, so I've kind of done it just from July. Another little quote that I printed out there from Stephen King, and I just decorated this with some doodles. Little title page, and then for each one, January is kind of a bit ropey because I was still working out how I was going to do this. Little February title page, again with a quote there, and this one's from George R.R. Martin. I literally only read one book in February, so yeah, oops. March title page, and then this is kind of where I figured out how I want to do this. So again, the colour corresponds to the rating that I gave it, titles in there, and then I kind of just sum it up how I liked it and put the dates in and things. And then at the end I do a little stats there, a little quote there from J.K. Rowling. Yeah, and then it just kind of carries on through. I'm not really sure if I like how these came out, but hey, that's the thing. I also don't like how I wrote this, so I'm probably going to stick the notes from the bookmark that I'm using just in over this because I don't like how that came out. And that's where I've got to so far in July. Good evening and happy Monday. So decided to do a proper weekly vlog this week and show you what we actually get up to. I'm currently hiding in my car because I need to go and do food shopping and I really don't want to. It's too hot. I don't care about food when it's this hot, but we have basically nothing in the house, so it's time to be productive and actually go and get it done. So food shopping is done. There was barely anything on the shelves in Lidl, so that was difficult, but I think I've managed to top us up enough, hopefully to keep us going. I may have to stop at a shop again on the way home tomorrow, but hopefully we can make that work. It was a bit weird shopping today because it's Freedom Day here in the UK, which means we no longer have to wear our masks. They are now voluntary. It was quite nice to see, actually. I would say the majority of people were still wearing their masks, so, which for me personally, I think it's a good thing. I still wore mine. I think they're still, you know, kind of needed at this point, but that's sort of not my call. But yeah, it was nice to see a lot of people were still wearing theirs. Anyway, let's get home, get some dinner. Good evening and happy Tuesday. Ignore the chaotic how I've just got out of my work clothes. Just got home. Carl's not back yet, so I'm going to read some of this, partly because Steffi and I were supposed to be doing our catch up today. If you saw last week's vlog, you'll know we're buddy reading this, and we were supposed to have read 3 chapters by today, and neither of us have. So we've rearranged our catch up on it for tomorrow. I've read one of the chapters, so I'm going to sit and read. I've probably read 1.5 on my lunch today, so I'm going to sit and read the other chapter and a half of that. Made myself a nice iced coffee when I got in, so yeah, I'm going to sit in the garden and read until Carl gets home. Good evening and happy Wednesday. I was going to go for a run when I got home tonight, and Beck was like, that's a terrible idea, don't do that. So I compromised. I'm going to go mow my lawn because honestly it hasn't been done since whenever we last vlogged it, well over a month ago, or just over a month ago. So it's a hot mess. So I decided that was some sort of compromise. How that is a compromise for a hay fever sufferer, I don't know, but it needs doing, and Carl's not back yet, so I'm just gonna go do it. The good thing about not going for a run is it's a perfect excuse to have more iced coffee. So I'm gonna make an iced coffee as a reward for doing the lawn that I haven't done yet, but I'm gonna do, so it counts, right? Good evening and happy Saturday. It's been a couple of days because it's been a manic couple of days. Thursday my mum came round straight from work, sorry, and then I had to very quickly make my dinner because then I had a Zoom chat with Steffi about the book that we're buddy reading, and then yesterday we had, what did we do yesterday? We had a games night with my nephew, or Carl's nephew, our nephew, and his boyfriend and Beck, and her boyfriend was supposed to be coming, but unfortunately he's got to self-isolate, so hello. He didn't get to come, sadly, but yeah, so they came round, thank you, not long after we got in from work again, and we played games and had food, and it was very fun. But my nephew and his partner stayed last night, so then they left about 12, and then I was getting picked up at 12:15. I went out for a coffee with my mum and my nan. So that was nice, had a nice little catch up, and then I went and had my second COVID vaccination. So I had that. I got to have a plaster because I am allergic to cotton wool, which is really awkward. But they were very lovely about it, and they were very pleased that they managed to find me a plaster instead. So yeah, so that was fun. And then we stopped at Asda on the way home because I actually wanted to have a look at their clothes selection and like the tea towels and stuff that I've seen coming out, but Asda's books are always on 2 for £7, and I have a bit of a problem. So I got this one, and I got this one, which I needed for my Twisted Tales collection, so very happy about that. Sorry, I got distracted by something making a noise. I don't know what it was. I thought it was Alexa, but I don't know. She's not flashing, so maybe not. But yeah, that is the last couple of days caught up. I feel pretty good about vaccination and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just messing with my bookshelves. I feel fine from my vaccination. A lot less painful this time. Like last time it instantly started making my arm ache. I don't really feel anything at the moment, so fingers crossed it stays that way because we're up to something fun this week coming. Oh, it's a data bell. I was like, what's behind my head? So yeah, hopefully it stays that way. Fingers crossed. Also, Carlos has been at work all day today, bless him. He will be dropping Saturday soon, but he's currently training somebody up. So he's had to work all day today rather than a half day. And then he has poker tonight, so I would imagine will be home any minute because it's 10 to 6 and he finishes at 5:30. But his poker starts at like 5:30, so I can imagine he's just going to come in and change and go. So that will be him now. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit and read. As I was saying, I think my plan for this evening is mostly just to relax with the animals. I managed to get about 3 hours sleep last night, and not even consecutive 3 hours, because I just kept getting woken up by all sorts of things. We had thunderstorms, the dog barked at one point, somebody pulled up with their music so loud out the front of my house I thought we had an alarm set. At one point I just woke up because I was hot, like all of the things last night, so that was not fun. So I'm just gonna have a nice chilled out night tonight. I'm currently reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm only about 15 pages in, so I have literally zero opinions on it right now. But yeah, and also I think I need to come up with a new plan for organising my shelves. So at the moment this one is good. This is like Carl's shelf. Then we have like the kind of coffee table style books down here. These ones are the fantasy, and this is one that I'm currently reading with Steffi, so this normally goes here, which it could go back there, in fairness, in my cute little book sleeve that I bought because obsessed. So yeah, they're kind of fantasy, and we have the kind of Disney-ish collection, so these are kind of all some form of Disney type story. Game of Thrones, kind of some miscellaneous fantasy ones here. Obviously another Game of Thrones. We've got the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is a Hunger Game one, and Ready Player One, Ready Player Two, which are Carl's. And then I have Harry Potter's. And then this shelf is kind of just a mishmash. It started out as like crime and mystery, and now it's just kind of all the other random stuff that doesn't fit into one of the other pages because it's the last other sections because it's the last one I have. So I kind of need to figure out what I'm going to do with this one. But apparently what I'm going to do now is just size order them and leave them as they are. I also have this pile that I need to sort through. Steffi's going to have this one, and then the others I'm going to offer to Beck, and then if she doesn't want them I will drop them off at a charity shop or something because they're not ones I'm going to read again. The Game of Thrones ones, we actually just bought spare ones because I didn't want to mess up mine, but as I have them I might just read my own. Good evening and happy Sunday. I totally forgot to vlog again today. In my defence, we haven't been doing a lot. I spent most of the day reading this, which you'll probably see because I literally started this yesterday. And I have 100 pages left, so I will be finishing this today, no doubt, because I might as well. And then also, I don't have to take this on our little mini trip to London with us because, again, there's only 100 so pages left, so there's no point. But yeah, I really like this one, as you may have gathered, because I kind of inhaled it, so to speak. I don't know if that's the right terminology for books, but that's what I'm going with. So yeah, spent a fair amount of time reading this, and obviously reading it last night while Carl was out at poker. And then we took his mum out for a coffee, which was really nice. We went out for a couple of hours just to have a chat, catch up. So yeah, that was just really nice. And that's about it. I don't think we can do much else for this evening because we are both shattered. It's been a long week, particularly with all the heat and trying to work and stuff, which I'm sure everybody has felt. So yeah, I'm pretty sure nothing else is going to happen. So what I'm going to do is going to tag this one onto last week's vlog because I haven't even edited that yet. And then I will edit them both tomorrow so that they're up for you next Saturday. I don't know what we're going to do with the vlogging next week. We are off to London on Tuesday, so yeah, I don't know if to do it as a weekly vlog or whether to break it down. We'll see how it goes. I might do a weekly vlog, but if it gets really long, break it down into 2 parts. So the following weekend you may find you'll get a video on Saturday and then on Sunday. We'll see what the content ends up being because I've sort of fallen out of the routine a little bit. But yeah, we're actually off to go see Steffi and Dave. Again, I'll link their channel down below. So we're going up to see them, and we'll be spending Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with them, and then leaving Friday morning. And the plan at the moment is to stop at Bicester Village and maybe do some outlet shopping on the way home. Obviously that may change, we'll see how things go, but that is the current plan. So yeah, I'm going to sign this vlog out here and stay tuned for that to see what fun we have with them next week. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.